do having more kids means it lowers the value of a woman?
Right.
Okay, I think we gotta. Cam Newton said that. Cam Newton wants to know: do the more kids a woman have, it makes her value
Hey,
low?
yo, Cam Newton, you got to come to the podcast.
Yeah. We're gonna play the clip. Let's play the Cam Newton clip.
This is my question. Do you feel like women's value gets lowered when they have multiple children by multiple men?
Women's value get lower the more children that they have. And I was having this conversation, with one of the mother of my children, and she's still fine. You feel what I'm saying? But like I was telling her, I was like, yo, the guy that you're dating or will date, if he ain't willing to love on these 5 children that you have, that ain't the guy for you. Because when I came into your life, I was willing to accept you and whatever you had. And there's guys that's out there that's just going to say, them ain't my kids, I want you. Well, that ain't how it works. But that's not to say that she can't find nobody.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she has somebody.
Right. But do you feel like it's as the
Exactly. Exactly. So here we go. Are we on unmute? Here we go. Cam Newton in his BS once again. Okay. Me personally, no, I do. Y'all already know. I'm gonna stand up for the women off the rip. You know what I'm saying? To me, it does not lower a woman's value. I've seen some of the women with the most amount of kids keep a man. Okay. I've seen a woman with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids who keeps a man, okay? It keeps a man, and if one don't work, the other one gonna work, and they all be willing to accept those other kids. Not to say that, that makes it okay, because me personally, I wouldn't be, flushing dudes in and out, but I have never seen a woman with a lot of kids have an issue with getting a man. Now, will the man marry her, take her serious? I don't know. I haven't seen that yet, but what I do know is I have not yet seen a woman with kids or with 5 kids or 6 kids have an issue with getting a man. And plus, men are dogs. Men don't care. They don't care about how many kids a woman got. They care about one thing and one thing only: is you about to let him get some and possibly make the next kid. You know what I'm saying? The men don't care. I do not think that makes the value of a woman any lower. Like I said before, there's plenty of women out here with plenty of kids that get plenty of men.
Right. Okay, here's how I feel. Shout outs to Cam and, and that whole crew. I feel like it really depends. You know what I'm saying? Like what we talking about. The value of a person is always going to be the value of a person.
Right.
I feel like how people perceive you and how people deal with you, that's what maybe they were trying to get at. I'm not trying to speak for them, because the dynamic, like if I'm coming into a relationship and I'm trying to deal with a young lady and she got 3 kids, 4 kids by different dudes, I'm coming into 4 different male energies that I gotta deal with.
Good
like
Lord.
what he said, she fine, you fine as a woman, but if I'm trying to do something that is really productive, I gotta jump 4 hoops that I gotta be dealing with.
But what if you don't? What if you don't gotta? What if you? So what you're saying is that makes her value low because you gotta jump through 4 hoops. 4 different men.
Right.
What if you don't have to deal with the other 4 different men? What if she ain't with the other 4 different men and the other 4 different men ain't in the kids' lives at all? So you no longer have to jump through these 4 different hoops. Does that still make her value low?
I gotta say this. When you saying that, my mind is always moving like this. This is how I feel is the problem sometimes, because the woman gonna say, well, you ain't got to worry about the dudes, because she going to do something to make sure that these dudes want to be in their kid's life, but to cater to the new dude just to keep her value high, because she dealing with this new dude who bringing whatever she perceives as these new qualities. She going to do dirt on these 4 dudes, and she going to act like they not even interested. Nah, you the one. You the one, daddy. What? So you talking about these 4 dudes? Then, hey, man, I'm going to let you talk, because my mind gonna go crazy with that.
Because what I'm trying to figure out, I'm just trying to get to the point of what you're making. You saying that what makes her value low is because you have to deal with 4 other different baby daddies. However, what if those baby daddies are no longer in the kid's life? What if they dead or in jail and they are not a part of the kid's life, and you do not have to deal with the 4 other baby daddies? Is her value still low?
Yes, because let me tell you what
makes her value low.
Let me tell you what that is. When you have kids, you just don't have kids with a person. Kids come with whole families. They got aunties, they got relationships, they got friends, they got bloodlines, they got a whole line of connections that come with them. It's not just like having a pet to where you have a cat, you have a dog, you have a bird. They come with a whole different other connections to where you have to, these are social structures, right? And again, not to go deep on everything, these are social structures that come with everything. Like you saying, okay, so you have a kid with a dude, he from a different background, and you have 4 kids, and they come from different places. It is hard, especially if you want to do it properly.
So if you found the right woman that treats you right, that respects you, that submits to you, you don't have to worry about having none of those arguments, and she's the right woman for you. She's everything you're looking for in a woman. Will you not choose her because she has 4 children? You
will choose her, and I certainly will, but it's rare and it's hard. That's just what we're saying.
Okay. Will you choose her, and will you accept her 4 kids?
Of course.
So you will choose a woman who you think value is low.
No, that's what I'm saying. It just really depends. So
you said her value low. You said her value is low, but if she's the woman that's good for you, you will still choose her. So my question to you is, you are willing to choose a woman who you think has low value?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay. That is not what I'm saying.
But you are willing to choose a woman with 4 kids?
Yes. So this is
okay, but a woman with 4 kids has low value, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's a dynamic to it. You said, when I said yes, you said, what if the woman ain't got no drama, the 4 kids, it just so happens that me personally, if I'm gonna keep it a thigh wild, I really would, if I'm gonna choose somebody with kids, daddy got to be involved. They got to be in the picture. If I really gotta know what it is. I ain't just gonna look to the side and be like, okay, that dude not there. Not, I want to know what happened, because I'm responsible. I'm a leader. I'm responsible to make sure that this kid gonna be all right. So I can't just dismiss that. And sometimes that's the problem with us dudes, because you thinking now, you campaigning now, you have been elected, and now you thinking this whole program is yours. Now you thinking Now, man, you got to know what time it is, and you got to realize the dynamic of what come with it. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Okay, you got to use logic, fellas.
Let's go. Let's read some of these comments we got, Munyon. We got a comment that say he's supposed to accept the children that she has as they are packaged. They are a packaged deal.
True.
He's ignorant. Okay, all right, that's true. But why is her value tied to a man, despite the number of kids she has? Exactly. Multiple kids can lower the value of a person, not just a man or a woman. I wouldn't want to deal with someone who has multiple children that can't handle the financial, emotional, or spiritual attributes.
Right.
I agree. That goes for men and women.
Right.
Children are the product of 2 people. So even if you are the person, are compatible, you may not be compatible with the children who has their father or mother personality. Okay. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Children don't lower the value of a person. It's how they handle it. The 2 aren't mutually dependent. Okay.
Right.
I can see that.
Yeah, I rock with that, because
I can't believe that a man would think a woman's value is low because she has children. I do think that is absolutely ignorant.
Not because she has children.
It's ignorant.
Not because she has children.
So what makes her value low? Because the question is, do more kids mean a woman value is low? And you said yes.
Yeah, I believe that still. Because
okay, so what makes her value low? You said not because of the kids, so what makes her value low?
It's just the dynamic. The more kids you have, 1 kid, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. It's like, and I'm coming in, By myself, maybe I got 2 kids or I got 1 and I'm dealing with 7 kids. The whole dynamic, we just using logic. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. It's difficult. And a lot of these situations, we're going to try and gloss them over and try and kind of make them look like, they different and at the end of the day, one of the reasons that I believe, besides the structural stuff and everything, women and men is different. Men and women cannot do the same thing.
We get
naturally.
that. We get that. We ain't gonna go into all that. We get that. We see why we see how men think when it comes to women with kids. But I know plenty of men who don't care how many kids you got, baby. If you a star, you a star.
But before we do something, let me ask you something. Would you care if a dude had like the more
Yes.
kids a dude have? Does that lower the dude value?
For me, yes. For me and my pickings, yes. I do not. I would choose a man with. My preference is no kids. However, it's for me a man with 5 baby mamas,
You
5
got
kids.
kids?
A man with 5 baby mamas, 5 kids. To me, I think his value is low, and and what makes his value low is the kind of person he is. How many baby mamas he got? If these are 5 different baby mamas, he's careless. That shows the signs of carelessness, recklessness. He does not value himself as a man. He does not care about where he's putting his seed. He does not care what he sticks his thing in. So that is a low vibrational, low value man.
Whoa.
That's just my personal
All
opinion.
right.
And
Chime in.
Do we got somebody who want to chime in?
We got Adrian wanting to come in again.
Damn. Look at this picture.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm having a good time, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all need to show up. Y'all need to have the front row seat. So you know what? I'm enjoying the front row seat of this here.
There it is.
Productive
Speak
show.
up,
And
sir.
we're keeping it going.
Yes, sir.
Both agree with both arguments, but my definition of value is, again, it boils down to choices, right? Like Miss Perfection was saying over here, a dude with 5 baby mamas, it's a reflection of his choices, right? Right? Vice versa again, a woman with 5 baby daddies, it's a reflection of our choices. So coming into a situation with a woman with 5 baby daddies, the value is going to be low. It's in the eye of a beholder. Let me just put it that way. It's in the eye of the beholder because it can be from a man's perspective. It can be from a female's perspective because you're the one who's making the choice to get into it with someone with 5 baby daddies, right? But the value going to be low because how much more value you're going to give me when you also have to add more value to these 5 kids?
Right.
So what more? What's left for me?
Right.
This is me looking into it, right? Like what, if I'm to get into it with someone, they have to add value to my life. So I already know that you're already putting this amount of value to your children. I hope you are. I hope you are, because if you're ignoring your children or dogging, like my boy Monya was saying, dogging the baby daddies and expecting me to take the mantle, nah, it's not going to happen.
So are you choosing a woman like that, or are you going to leave her alone?
I'm running.
You running.
Yeah, I'm running.
Okay.
I'm running.
That ain't for you.
Personally.
Right.
But again, it's in the eye of a beholder. It's
Some
just
people
my
don't
preference.
mind. Yeah,
it's just
some
my
people don't
preference.
mind.
Yeah, but like you said, good point. It's a reflective of choices.
Right.
5 baby daddies, 5 baby mamas.
My question is, what if it's 1 baby daddy and 5 kids? Will you still feel the same way?
Now that's a different ball game, you see, because now that's a reflection of loyalty.
Right.
You see, stuck around, created 5 beautiful souls, innocent souls, with one person. Something went wrong, and then now we're here. I'm only having to deal with one man, right? And I'm not trying to take over his mantle. I'm only just here to add his value.
Okay.
Because maybe that woman, because already her choices, again, she stuck around, and she's shown me that she is loyal. She can hang around. And if she's adding value to my life, that in itself over there is evidence enough that, oh, okay.
But how
She
can
can hang
how
around.
can you be confident that she's gonna add value to your life because she has to put her value to these 5 kids.
Right.
So just like you said with the woman with 5 different baby daddies with 5 kids,
Yeah.
how can she have anything left for you when she have to give it to those 5 kids?
Well-
how is this not the same feeling toward a woman with just one baby daddy? She still has 5 kids,
Right.
so how can she still have the capacity
Well,
or
sweetheart,
anything left for you?
You have to understand, all the energy. This is the same baby daddy with 5 kids.
Okay.
Meaning that's the same person. 5 beautiful souls created out of however long they were in, right? Because you know how long it takes to actually create or be in a relationship with someone to a point where you're like, oh, okay,
Right.
I can actually procreate with this person. Because as a man, procreation is part of my mentality when I get into it with somebody. Yeah. So it's reflective because I'm dealing with one. So the 5 children, what it's saying to me, the difference
Right.
between her and the lady with the 5 baby daddies
Right.
is this one can hang around, has hung around, has stuck it through.
Right.
You see? This one has stuck it through. But then this one jumped whenever maybe things didn't go her way or maybe things didn't go his way or whatever. 5 times.
So what it seems like to me is the fellas is not worried about how many kids she has. They're more so worried about what makes your value low is the amount of baby daddies, not the kids.
Boom.
So let's just say. So Cam Newton is wrong because what these guys here are saying
he
is
ain't.
it makes your value low to have 5 baby daddies, not 5 kids. Because a woman can have the highest value to the top with 5 kids by one man. But a woman can have her value will go all the way to the flow if she got 5 kids with 5 baby daddies.
There you go. Way low.
Hey,
Come
man.
on, come
All
on.
right, all right. This the producer here, right?
Produce.
And I just wanna
on
say
the
one thing. Let me
line.
get
Hot
Aiden to
topic
Help me
y'all
out
like that.
because I know I ain't tripping. I feel like I'm tripping because I'm just trying to make this make sense. We an hour and some change in.
Let me tell you about value, right? First of all, what is value anyway? How do a woman even add value? Did we ever make that clear? Or what value is? Like, what do a man need from a woman? So we need to make that clear first. And secondly, a man don't care how many kids a woman have or how many baby daddies if she look good. Margie Harvey got how many kids? And Steve Harvey adopted all of them.
Yeah.
And said, come on, I'm with you. You fine. You look at Joy Chavez.
Yeah.
They got a baby
Yeah.
by Stephon Diggs, Future, Bow Wow. That value stuff go out the window if you fine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even the girl that Cam Newton is with now, what did she say? I won't never talk to a man with multiple kids. And then Cam Newton came. He got status. He handsome. She said, who ain't going to talk to a $100 million nigga? So
Right.
all that stuff go out the window. Now,
it
if Keisha down the block got 5 kids and she broke and her body ain't the same and she not looking good, of course you can dog her. But who gonna turn down Beyonce if she got 7 kids?
She got 20 kids.
Because
Who gonna turn her down? Who gonna turn down
down
Rihanna?
Oprah?
Who gonna
Ain't
turn down
nobody,
Rihanna?
cause
Oprah.
Cardi B got 5. She
Oprah,
had 4
holla
5
at
kids
me.
And,
Hey, y'all.
and Buddy
Oprah,
still
holla
went with
at
her, and that did not make her value less. I think that what men are saying is it makes a woman it makes your value less if you got more than one baby
See,
daddy.
what y'all trying to do right now? Y'all trying to mess up my game. Oprah, holla at me, baby.
What Oprah got to do with this? Okay, y'all.
I'm just messing with
Let's
y'all,
see if we
y'all.
got anything in the comments. Children don't lower the value of a person. It's how they handle it. The two aren't mutually dependent. Okay, a good parent is spread thin amongst her children. So it's not that her value is less, but she can't decide the emotions outside of them. Yes, I like that. I like that. Thank you. I haven't called yet. I'm waiting on hella bomb topics. I've commented on a lot tonight. Yes. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Shout out.
Men just think with they. Hey, yes,
Hey.
they thinking about the stock value in these. Yes,
Hey, we got-
men thinking with they Peter Weeders, and we gonna